On first down, Brady. Allen has it, left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A first carry for Rex Burkhead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And incomplete to open things up.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Wentz. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait 20!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Go!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Wait 20!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coach has always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
By 20! By 20!
On 3rd down, Brady, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Brady now on 1st down. And a dump off to White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
On second down, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. From the gun on third down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Wait, 20! Right, we got 20!
They do go for it. It's Brady. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey breaking the tackle. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ram!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll try to run with a Johnny. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Go. Wait, 20! Wait, 20! 66! 53 now!
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now Edelman. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Go. Like 20. Got 4. Like 20.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down. Check. Wait, set. Wait, 20. 53 to 5. 53. Check. 53.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground with White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Brady is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
20! Wait, 20! Wide!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Mills. Decker, the intended receiver.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing on first is Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And now it's 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wentz now to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. So the Patriots coming out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Brady, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. On first and 10, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
4 down. Alert. 220. 380. 53 is the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Brady again here on second and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 21.
Run. On the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a handoff looking right. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Let's go.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, No real air in which to catch the football and end up making a really nice play.
And now out come the Patriots. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Burkhead. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 58 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Brady now on first down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. Give him 30 yards there.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
4 down, check. Wait, 20. 390, go. Wait, again.
They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Regular. 58 Mike, 58 Mike. Touchdown, defense. Alpha, go. Check safety. Yeah.
He'll get it up the middle. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal.
Everyone's got 4 down. Wait, 20. Wait, 80. 29. Alpha. Wait, again.
Brady now on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead from 3 yards out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the line. Great 15. Great 15. Gold. Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3.
Wentz to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back to throw. Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing now is Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation